Хей-йоу, дорогие друзья! Всем привет! С вами снова Дима, и мы с вами продолжаем играть в Cthulhu. Так. В прошлой серии мы с вами тут начитались всего. Так, нам надо какие-то цилиндры найти, как я понял, да? Давайте будем сейчас... Опа.
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Ага. Стоит их прослушать. А где их послушать? Подожди. Где-то здесь по-любому, да?
A kind of chalice.
Так, этот кубок, похоже, очень старый, вроде бы он сделан из золота и украшен настоящими драгоценными камнями. Кажется, сапфиры и рубины складываются в какой-то узор. Так. Где?
A kind of chalice.
Какой-то узор. Хер бы его знал, в какой-то узор нахуй складываешься. Ну ладно, окей.
Things are not looking good.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Так, погодите. Я немножко тут отвлекся сейчас. Чуть-чуть. Подождите. Так.
And these
Еще
red
раз,
drops,
еще раз.
like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Так.
The chalice of knowledge.
Так, чаша. А, погоди. Так вот же узор, вот этот, получается, смотрите. Вот этот вот узор. Бля, а как запомнить? Подожди. Ну-ка, сейчас, подожди, я сейчас нарисую себя. Блять, а как срисовать? Подожди. Первый узор, типа вот так. Вот так. Вот так, что ли, как? Хуй его знает. Так.
The queen has little protection.
Так, погоди. А что такое? А королева это кто? Это вот которая? Тогда 4. Или, подожди. А без
The
королевы...
queen has little protection.
А типа короче, 4 пока. 4-3, короче, вот так. Там я не понял, там на узор какой-то написал.
The chalice of knowledge.
Сапфиры, рубины. Допустим, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 красных. Ну, давай еще вот так напишем. 5 красных. Там напишем 4 либо 3, если без королевы идет. Дальше у нас получается зеленая. Это 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. А, 5 тех, 5 тех. 5 зеленых получается, правильно? Так. И про книги там что-то было. Там получается... Сколько их томов в общем? Раз, два, три, четыре, пять, шесть, 7, 8. 8? Подожди. Раз, два. Раз, два, три, четыре, пять, шесть, семь,
So
8.
these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection?
Ну, тут никаких этих нету. Да,
Drake
получается?
talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection?
Ну вот в 8 актах.
Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection?
Ну, получается 8 томов. Получается 5, 8, 4, что ли? Я вообще, я туплю прям пиздец. Подожди. Ну, допустим, тут 5. 8. 4. Тогда за место 4 идет 3. Ну 5 точно, 3 точно. Ну, там 4 либо 3. Значит, вот это не точно. А если Ой, а если просто подобрать? Или подожди. Или здесь должна быть четверка, а тут... Значит, здесь тройка должна. Ой. Ой. О! Нормально. Подобрали, считай. Так, надо кваску рубануть. Так, ну что там у нас? Так мы же читали такую же книгу где-то. Блять, у меня уже глаза болят. О, глава 8. В безымянной книжной лавке Пирс обнаружил следы взлома. Он выяснил, что за попыткой взлома стоял Чарльз Хокинс. Пирс открыл сейф книготорговца и узнал, что там лежала. Книга в переплете из человеческой кожи, которая непреодолимо влекла детектива. Когда он открыл книгу, его разум оказался в чужом теле. Нихуя себе, сказал я себе. Так. Запись идет, все заебись. Я думаю, вот эту я еще серию запишу и пойду как либо в резик запишу серии, либо вор. Да у меня дофига еще которые игры, которые я не прошел. Надо проходить, так сказать. Тем более я уже с вебкой. Так сказать, welcome, всем привет. Ну чё так долго грузишься? Я чё понять не могу.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Так, смотреть вот с этого.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
What can you tell me about him?
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
Show me his file.
That's not possible.
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well. We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now. What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told. After inhaling chemicals.
That'll do for the time being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very well. I'll examine him. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin, tender at the touch, slightly sticky. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body. 30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes, like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
His limbs? His body temperature? I don't know what experiments you've undertaken, but this is going too far.
Oh, I sense some excitement beneath your indignation. Could it be you wish to join me in my scientific endeavors?
You are a brilliant physician, Dr. Fuller, but this man has the attributes of some kind of animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Блять, я даже не знаю, что ответить. Типа, спрятана медкарта, а там, может быть, нет доказательств. Типа, если не ввязываетесь в это, ну, блин. Давайте вот это ответим.
I disapprove of Fuller's methods, but his treatments have saved more lives than I can count.
And Mr. Blake? You said yourself he was dying.
I don't know what to think for now. What I'm sure of is that Fuller is hiding something from us. And I need to know what that is before I take a chance exposing him.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
Так, пойдемте-ка вот сюда сходим.
Doctor, please. My chest.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands. Hay fever. What's he doing here? He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
I'll just sleep a bit more.
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Так, в карте описывается состояние, в котором Ирен Сандерс поступила в Версальский институт, а также лечение, которое ей было назначено. Фуллер дописал примечание, и он рекомендует перевести ее в психиатрическое крыло, чтобы обеспечить необходимые ей тишину и покой.
Mrs. Sanders?
Нифига себе. Ее сюда уже привезли, прикиньте.
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney. What is the boiler room key doing here? The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it. The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it. Intoxication from breathing organic vapors. Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
You did good work. The tranquilizer is kicked in. Now you can disinfect and bandage his wounds.
Thank you, Doctor. And as to his weight loss?
I'll prescribe an antifungal treatment for his dysgeusia. In the meantime, feed him intravenously.
It'll be done. Dr. Colden, do you want something?
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
You're not here for treatment, right?
Am I so obvious?
Only to me. I know you worry about me.
I trust you. I'm happy to see you.
Me too, Ethan. Is that all?
Well, there might be something else. I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh, there's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by.
There's no
steady
way
though.
I'm leaving until I
wanted
find
more
what
for
Fuller is hiding.
myself, But
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What
Так.
did Fuller do to him?
Это очень странная карта, она не полностью заполнена и в ней отсутствует информация о лечении. Стандарты и требования не соблюдены.
Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
I saw him, yes. It's always the same thing. They bring them up, without any explanation, with a multitude of self-inflicted injuries. We take care of the wounds, and then they leave. Each time, I feel like I'm sending them back to hell.
Their affliction is not our responsibility. You cannot save everybody, Doctor.
Так. Там, как я понимаю, вот... Понятно.
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Так, это очень хорошо.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh, well. At least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show. Dr. Colden?
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly. Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Come now. Don't let that witch sap your morale. We're lacking in qualified personnel, and she knows it. Her petty punishments won't last forever.
I'm trying, Doctor. I'm trying. It's just that sometimes I imagine she shuts down the water herself, just for the pleasure of harassing me.
Her time is much too precious for these kind of petty games.
Anyway, I've learned my lesson. I'll hold my tongue next time.
Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Так. Теперь главный, блядь, вопрос, куда идти?
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks. We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, but Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
Так, в своей псевдонаучной книге Чезаро Ламброзо демонстрирует связь между морфологическими признаками индивида и его преступными наклонностями. Серьезность исследования и впечатляющие примеры могут обмануть несведущего читателя. Так, это все хорошо. Но у меня вопрос.
I don't have any business in the boiler room. Let's hope I can go through the administration office. The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Так, здесь мы были.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
Погодите, а вот что вот этот ключ-то делает? Что понять не могу.
The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it. The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
Я что-то, блядь, запутался. Куда идти-то, а? Здесь мы были.
Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
Так, в этой книге, как в словаре в алфавитном порядке, перечислены все методы лечения, известные и практикуемые в современном мире. В каждой статье указаны крупнейшие труды по теме и наиболее авторитетные имена. Окей. Так. Я так понял, надо идти сюда.
I have little time for you, Doctor. you'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do. Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Вот сука, а.
Let's hope I can go through the administration office. The operating room is never accessible after an operation. In theory, Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Ну вот здесь же ключ от котельной, блядь. Во.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to
Да.
do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Блядь, а я не помню, где... А, все, я вспомнил.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Ой, блядь.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
Так, рецепт на барбитураты, выписанный доктором Фуллером. Так, в этой очень интересной книге, предназначенной для широкого круга читателей, описано, как непризнанные науки влияли на современную медицину. Магнетизм, народная медицина, китайская акупунктура, гипноз, лечение травмами, алхимия и многие другие методы вынесли в свой вклад в медицину в начале нашего века. Так, это все хорошо. Но где? Я что-то нифига ничего не вижу.
Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Thank you. I'll be going.
Окей, Google. Тогда нам надо будет отключить воду, по-быстренькому сходить.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag.
Так, закрываем. Во, давай, 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 давай.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
At last. The missing files must be hidden here. The Stendhal syndrome. Of
Так.
course.
Исследование
This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
Спасибо большое. Исследование синдрома Стендаля достаточно редкого психического заболевания. У страдающих от этого синдрома людей появляются психические отклонения, связанные с воздействием произведений изобразительного искусства. Окей, Google. Закрой.
I should go another way. Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle. I've unlocked something. Patient files. I was right.
Так, а что тут еще есть?
Conclusions, session number 17.
This finger belonged to a woman.
Sarah
Why keep it
Hawkins.
here?
The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
is Ethan on medication? Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement. There's no way I'm leaving until I find what Fuller is hiding. There's no way I'm leaving until I find what Fuller is hiding.
Так, а как туда спуститься? Простите, пожалуйста. А, во, все. А, нет, не все. Так, я не понял.
I should go another way. The operating room is never accessible after an operation. There's no way I'm leaving until I find what Fuller is hiding.
А, ну ладно, окей. Надо просто все проверить.
Now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly.
Talk, filthy thief! I swear I'll shoot!
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead!
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you! Now you won't be able to escape his will! What did it show you?
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait! No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
All right. All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go! Rescue the doctor!
Thank you, Drake.
Так, глава 9. Книга перенесла Пирса в тело доктора Колден. Детектив беспомощно наблюдал, как подруга Брэдли проводит свое расследование. Столкнувшись с экспериментами Фуллера, она пробралась в его кабинет и узнала, что директор Риверсайдского института скрывал информацию о Саре Хокинс, а то и ее тело. Однако Фуллер обнаружил ее. Пирс должен спасти доктора Колден, пока не поздно. Окей. Ну что?
I pray that Colden is really here and alive.
Так, ну давайте посмотрим, что у нас здесь. Жители. Элджерон Дрейк. Понятно. Так, места. Смотря на мир глазами доктора Колдена, я наконец-то посетил Риверсайдский институт. Вокруг аптеки расположены комнаты и палаты. На всем виден налет респектабельности. Интересно, медсестры тоже знают, что происходит в подвалах? Очевидно одно, персонал Фуллера боится. Наверное, именно этот страх и не дает им сомневаться в необходимости медицинского центра на таком маленьком острове. Вот сколько нашел, а? Ага, то, что она здесь находила, это тоже ко мне идет, да? О, 4. 4. Так, окей. Давайте подумаем. Типа по-любому план красноречия я зафигачу. Один поиск. И, наверное, сила или... Давайте, наверное, скорее всего, в силу упадем. Вот так вот. Так, рассудок. Все почитали, все разыгрывали. Окей. Ну что, дорогие друзья, я думаю, уже с вами продолжим в следующей серии. С вами был Дима. Всем до скорой встречи. Всем пока.